Hello friends, I am an ITP student from IIT Jodhpur. I am doing my BSc B.Ed. So if you also have a dream of doing your BSc B.Ed from one of the IITs, we have got four IITs: IIT Jodhpur, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Bhubaneswar, and IIT Ropar. So if you have a dream of doing BSc B.Ed from any of these IITs, then I am going to help you understand all the requirement which should be met before applying. Let us first start with IIT Kharagpur. So as you can see here, we will read these points and we will make notes. Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur offers BSc B.Ed, so you all should know that IIT Kharagpur gives you BSc B.Ed. It is a 4 years integrated dual major program with one major in education and the other in any one of these four disciplines. That means once you join IIT Kharagpur to do BSc B.Ed, you can do BSc B.Ed in any one of the subjects: BSc B.Ed in physics, or BSc B.Ed in chemistry, or BSc B.Ed in mathematics, or BSc B.Ed in economics. One of them. So you will have two degrees. Once you finish your BSc B.Ed in 4 years, you will have two degrees. One is your B.Ed degree and one will be your BSc degree in physics or chemistry or maths or economics as the major subject. Now, a student will be allotted any one. Yes, I already told you one of the majors based on his or her score in NCET. That means NCET exam is very, very important. If you will not give your NCET exam, these IITs are not going to entertain you. The students who have passed class 12th in science stream have physics, chemistry, and mathematics. That means, first of all, you should be a science student, and in class 12th, you should have taken physics, chemistry, and maths. Okay, minimum these three subjects: physics, chemistry, and maths in your 12th standard. Then you are eligible. Then, when you will write your NCET exam, in that NCET exam, you must have taken physics, chemistry, and maths as the domain subject. See, this thing, understanding this thing is very, very important. Class 12th, your subject has to be physics, chemistry, and maths. And then you have to give an NCET exam. I think you know by now. This National Common Eligibility Test, NCET, National Common Entrance Test, sorry. NCET, National Common Entrance Test. There, your domain subject has to be physics, chemistry, and maths. Next, this is also important: 50% marks in your class 12th. Okay, next, admission to programs will be based on the NCET total score. Okay, your total NCET score is very, very important. If a candidate is absent in any of the subjects, then it will not be considered. So NCET giving is very important, very, very important. The admission counseling will be conducted by IIT Kharagpur and all. Okay, and you are required to make your choice in the beginning only whether you want to do in physics and chemistry and maths and economics. You can give your choices. Like, if I get selected for BSc B.Ed in your esteemed institution, my first choice would be physics, right? If not physics, because there are very limited seats. Like, say, for unreserved category, there are only 5 to 6 seats for physics. So then you have to decide, if physics, if they are not giving physics, will you leave IIT Kharagpur or will you take chemistry? If you get a seat in chemistry, then whether maths or whether economics, see, choice is all yours. Here I want to tell you one very, very, very important thing. See, friends, here you need to decide two things. See, all of you will be doing BSc B.Ed. Okay, but in BSc B.Ed, and you want to come into IIT, that is also very, very important thing. You want to come into IIT. So if if IIT Kharagpur, if your first choice is physics and you have not got enough marks to get physics, okay, so that seat is gone. Say, for example, you have some marks, your second choice you are getting there, okay, and you are getting chemistry, so you'll get a call letter telling that in IIT Kharagpur you are selected and you have been given chemistry as your major subject. Now here is a catch: whether you want to go into IIT Kharagpur, that is very, very important for you. Subject is not important. Physics mile chalega, chemistry mile chalega. Is that the case? Then you will take IIT Kharagpur. But if suppose you want IIT also and you want physics also, You want that I should do BSc B.Ed with physics. I don't like chemistry, don't like math, I don't like eco, only like physics. Then you have to come out of this counseling, right? Because you are not getting physics, then you have to come out, and then you have to wait for the next IIT to bring out their list and check whether you are getting physics there or not. If you're not getting physics, then wait for some time. Okay, upgrade. There is some upgrade also. You can wait for some time. If somebody leaves, but if not, then are you ready to leave that physics? If you're not getting physics, say in IIT Bhubaneswar also, then will you take any other subject, or will you wait for the third IIT to bring out their list? So this is a very dicey situation. You have to talk to your parents and take a correct decision. Like for myself, I was getting IIT Kharagpur, but I was not getting physics over there. I was getting chemistry. So some of my friends and teachers said, wow, you are getting a seat in IIT Kharagpur, is very, very good IIT. So don't worry, don't take physics. You're getting chemistry, so take admission into IIT Kharagpur. Because it has a tag of IIT, that also Kharagpur. But then I decided that for next 4 years, it will be difficult for me to focus myself on chemistry because I don't like chemistry very much. So for me, Kharagpur was not important. That chemistry was creating problem. So I decided to leave that seat. Okay. Then I waited for IIT Bhubaneswar. I got IIT Bhubaneswar, but I was getting mathematics over there and my love was for physics. So I left that seat also. I hope you're getting my point. So you have to choose whether that institute is important for you or that particular subject is important for you. And finally, IIT Jodhpur, I got physics seat. So now I am happy because I got admission into physics, and I am happy because I got admission into IIT. But like Kharagpur was the first IIT I left, second IIT Bhubaneswar also I left. So sometimes, student parents and your friends will say, hey, why are you leaving if you don't get into IIT Jodhpur, and if you don't get into IIT Ropar, then all the IITs are gone. But for me, the subject was more important than that particular IIT. So that is your call. You have to take it once you get into an IIT and get a seat. Okay. Now here also, yes, so I hope this point is clear. So here, let us now make our final notes, because we have written a lot of things over here, right? Now our final notes are that for IIT Kharagpur, minimum, your first requirement is that you should be a science student with PCM, first of all. Okay, either you should be class 12th or you should have finished class 12th, first criteria. Okay, second criteria is that you should have scored 50% in your 12th standard. These two things are very, very important. First one, you are a science student with PCM, and second, you must have scored 50% in your class 12th, right? Third criteria, in NCET exam, you will take PCM as your domain subject. Is this much clear? Okay, so we are reading a lot of things, and these are our final notes, so you can take them down. So you should be a science student with PCM, minimum 50% marks you have to score in class 12th. Then in NCET exam also you have to take PCM, physics, chemistry and maths. Okay, next, let us go to IIT Bhubaneswar. Now for IIT Bhubaneswar also, the candidate must have secured the following minimum aggregate or equivalent grades in the exam, or equivalent qualifying depending upon the category, unreserved. So IIT Bhubaneswar has increased the bar little bit higher. So in class 12th, you should be a science student, that is for sure, with PCM. Then second, for NCET, you have to take physics, chemistry and maths as the domain subject. That is also same like IIT Kharagpur. But in class 12th, here you have to score 60%. For IIT Kharagpur, the criteria was 50%. Now they have increased the criteria, but that is only for unreserved. UR means unreserved. For EW, economic weaker section, 60% again. For OBC, 55, SC, ST, PWD, 50%. Okay. For general category, 60% required. Now, candidate must have appeared. That means you must have appeared in your NCET. Okay, we will appear. The candidate must not be above the age of 20. Must not be above the age of 20. Generally, class 12 student is 18 years of age. Okay, so must not be above 20. So means 18 and 19 and 20. That means if you are currently in your class 12th, you are eligible. 1 year dropper eligible, 2 year dropper eligible. This is for unreserved and EWS. Okay, for OBC more relaxation. For SC ST even more relaxation. Okay, so this point you have to understand the eligibility criterias. Okay, we have seen age criteria for The Bhubaneswar students, that is maximum of 2-year relaxation they are giving, right? So currently you should be giving the NCT exam, or 1-year drop or 2-year drop is allowed. Let us see the criteria for the Kharagpur also, right? So for Kharagpur, the candidate must have appeared. See here, this is the notice of NCET 2024, and they are allowing 2023 student also. That means those who have cleared their class 12th in 2023. So that means only 1-year drop. This is little dicey. Okay, so only 1-year drop for unreserved category I'm talking about. Candidate should be born on or after 1st of October 1999. 5-year relaxation for SC, ST and PWD is given. Okay, 5-year relaxation. Here also for Bhubaneswar also, they are giving relaxation for OBC, relaxation for SC, ST and PWD. Okay, so remember, so let us, one more criteria we will add, fourth criteria, PCM 50% in class 12th, NCET में PCM domains, and then only 1-year drop for unreserved. Remember this, I'm only talking about unreserved category के बच्चों के लिए only 1 साल का ड्रॉप होगा. मतलब वो 2025 में, अभी अगर आप एग्जाम दे रहे होंगे और तब ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं, तो इस साल जो बच्चे क्लास 12th में है वो दे सकते हैं, और जो लास्ट ईयर जिन्होंने क्लास 12th किया था वो बच्चे अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. अनरिजर्व्ड कैटेगरी की मैं बात कर रहा हूं. दिस इज ओनली फॉर Kharagpur. When we come to Bhubaneswar, same criteria, class 12th PCM होना चाहिए. NCET में you have to take a PCM as the domain subject. Here minimum requirement is 60% aggregate. Okay, 60% aggregate, and class 12th के बाद 2 year तक का drop is allowed. But there are some more criteria. Let us see. For Bhubaneswar, a lot of criteria are there. Now, if you want to get admission into physics as your major, so if you want to do BSc, B.Ed with physics from Bhubaneswar, okay, one condition is 12th mein you should have got 60% aggregate, and then candidate must have written NCET with physics as that is understood. Okay, PCM as the domain, that we will understood, we have understood. Okay, studied and must score 60% aggregate, and if you want to later on take physics, that means you should get minimum 60% in class 12th in physics. Is this clear? 60% aggregate and 60% in physics if you want to take physics as the major subject. This is again I'm talking about only unreserved category. 55 for OBC, 50 for SC, ST, PWD and so on. If you want to, we will not talk about minor subject right now, that will come later on. Now if you want to get admission to chemistry as the major, same criteria. NCET mein chemistry has to be one of the subject maths. PCM you have to take. Candidate must be chemistry and maths. That is what I am saying कि PCM उसके पास होना चाहिए. Okay, and then 60%. Okay, so this is very, very clear. For Bhubaneswar also, let us make it. First of all, you should be 12th standard science student with PCM. Second, 12th standard, you have to bring minimum 60%. Then NCET domain subject again should be only PCM. Then if you want to take physics as your major subject, then you want 60, they want 60% in physics. If you want chemistry as the major subject, then 60% in chemistry they want. If you want to take maths as the major subject, then 60% in maths they want. Okay, remember this, understood this. Math again 60% in maths. Now because this is Bhubaneswar, so you will have economics as well. So economics also same criteria, economics also same criteria. 12th standard you should have PCM. NCET also you should take PCM. 12th standard minimum 60% aggregate, and for economics also candidate must have 60% in maths. So 60% in maths. Only then you will get economics. Minor we are going to simulate. Okay. So after all this, you should be clear. Let's proceed to the next one. That is the eligibility criteria for IIT Jodhpur. Let us read that. Okay. Here again they have decreased. So 50% marks. Very good. Not 60%, 50% aggregate. Okay. NCET exam you have to give with physics, chemistry and maths as NCET domain. Others are same. Only applicant of PCM background and all. The category of candidate as listed in NCET can be considered the admission process. Candidate must list in order of their preference with their BSc major physics, chemistry at the time of. Okay, so here the criterias, I think, let us read the next page also. No, next is IIT Ropar. So very, very simple for IIT Jodhpur. 12th science with PCM. Okay, 12th with at least 50% aggregate, and NCET has to be physics, chemistry, and math at the time of admission. Okay. No mention of the age and all. Okay, fine. Now let us come to IIT Ropar. So when IIT Ropar BSc B.Ed 4 year with one major in education and the other the same things we are repeating again. A student will be allowed any one, that also we know. You have to remember that in Jodhpur also there is only physics, chemistry and math, no economics. Okay, so the number of seats increases slightly. Okay, why it increases slightly? See, because in, if you talk about Kharagpur, there are a total of 50 seats, right? 50 gets divided into 4, into physics, chemistry, maths and economics. Same way, Bhubaneswar also, same thing, physics, chemistry, maths and economics, seat gets divided into 4. So 50 divided by 4, roughly, okay, roughly let's say 12 or 13 seats for each. That is including all reservation and all. Okay, but when you come to IIT Jodhpur or IIT Ropar, in that case only physics, chemistry and maths. So in Jodhpur 50 seats gets divided, so approximately it will be like 17 17 17 7 3s are 21 okay, so approximately 17 17 17 seats, right? Surprisingly, IIT Ropar has for this year has only given admissions to say 2021 students, so only 777 seats. Okay, maybe next year they will increase the seats to like 50 like others. Okay, so this is also very important. You have to take this thing also into consideration while applying. Okay, now let us talk about them. Let us remove this information we don't want right now here. Okay, now so let us read the other thing. If is there anything important, physics, chemistry and maths combination, this physics, chemistry, math as the domain subject, 50% criteria again. Okay, NCET and language admission to BSc B.Ed. Okay, fine. Okay, so let us now sum up everything. Okay, so when we talk about IIT Kharagpur, we talk about IIT Bhubaneswar, IIT Jodhpur and IIT Ropar. Ropar has 50% in class 12th you want. They also want 50% aggregate. They want 60% in aggregate and 60% in that particular subject also. And this also 50% aggregate. This is class 12th criteria they want. Then you want, they all want that PCM should be there in your class 12th. PCM. You should be a PCM student. Okay, can be a PCMB also, but no PCB, only PCM or PCMB. Then in NCET, they all want that you should have PCM as their domain subject. Okay, and they have mentioned 2 drops allowed, and they have mentioned here 2 drops allowed, and here 1 drop is allowed. That means after class 12th, the next year also, if you have 1 year, you can give this exam. Here 2 drops are allowed till 20 years of age. Here I couldn't see anything mentioned, but if I get, definitely I'll convey these also. I think there will be some relaxation here also according to the government norms.